What's good? It's your boy Fanon. All right. Okay, man. Welcome back to the channel. Subscribers, what's good with you? Also, people who are not subscribed, welcome to the channel, and I hope that you enjoy the video. Thank you for tuning in. Please accept my invitation to subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you can know when we release more videos and we do the live streams. And thank you to everybody that supports the channel through Venmo, Super Chat, Patreon. Also, shout out to 78 Sports TV and cats that attend his channel and let you know we're definitely going to do a Super Chat challenge over there. See if y'all can be Fanon in the Super Chat donations for my man 78 when he comes back. Now, I'm going to do a video and I am going to do a rub it in your face video. Okay. Now, I talked to my man, one of my favorite channels the other day. Cat, you guys might know him. Blood Boxing, one of the most passionate channels on and well-established boxing channels on YouTube. If you're a hardcore boxing fan, truly love the sport of boxing, you don't always have to agree with everything what Blood says, but man, fundamentally, dude, I'm there with him 100%. So we were talking about, he did a video saying, man, why are people still talking about Eddie Hearn? They already lost. So there's no need to talk about Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua and all that, man. Those cats ain't serious. We know what the deal is. And of course, he's right. And then I confided to my man, like, look, I'm rubbing in people's faces. I will just admit it. I continue to make those videos because I enjoy watching certain cats squirm. And the people that I like seeing squirm are the same people that turn me off of Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua because of their insistence on falling into this trap, which is to tear at the PBC, tear at Al Haymon, tear at fighters that fight for the PBC because you have an affinity towards another fighter. And there's one thing that I do not like more than anything. It's fighters being blackballed, fighters having what they have accomplished not being given due consideration. And that's what I saw going on with Deontay Wilder. I was a fan of Anthony Joshua, especially after the Klitschko fight. I was really excited. I loved the speech that he gave, talking about the legends of boxing and all the shit that fell from the ceiling, all of that stuff. It was so fun. I really appreciated it. But from then, Eddie Hearn launched, or at least I became more aware of it, this total dismissal of the other heavyweight champions at the time. I was okay when he fought Joseph Parker, but what they treated Deontay Wilder like was ridiculous. And there was these channels that Bum Squad, Beyonce, going through his record, basically. And so there's this one channel who is, I like to think of this guy as the Box Rec channel. He's the Box Rec channel. He looks and reads Box Rec and makes these arguments about guys that were fighting 100 years before the dude was born and trying to convince somebody that he has any more access to information about boxing than anybody else does. But when you run into guys like Kurt Sugar, you run into guys like Lawrence Williams, you run into these guys who don't have channels, but you can just ask them questions and they got this encyclopedic knowledge of boxing. You realize, man, that these guys are all just hardcore boxing fans. But I got on this subject about the business of boxing, and when it was obvious, people were acting as if Anthony Joshua was some big money thing. And I said, no, he's not. He's in the UK. The money is in the United States. And from there, people attacked me, went berserk. And fast forward to this whole thing with Eddie Hearn. I just did a video the other day where I was like, it's over. It's over. The deal, and when I mean it's over, game over, my video's up. You can go check it out. Game over. The game over was that whole argument I've been having with people that act like they don't know better. Eddie Hearn is not taking over the U.S. boxing. He's not going to happen. He's not going to take He's not going to take any significant fighters from Al Haymon. It's not going to happen. And it's not going to happen because of two reasons. Number one, Al Haymon has a positive reputation with guys and he has good relationships. But most importantly, this is most important, and what you dummies don't realize, there's a competition going on between DAZN, ESPN, and CBS and Fox. These are big networks versus these streaming sites. And DAZN is not going to come into the United States, flash some money, and be able to use boxing as a foothold into the U.S. market. It's not going to happen because it's not in the interest of those entities to allow that to happen. And boxing is the only area that they could possibly have a chance to do that in. They can't do that in football. All that's brought up. You can't do it in baseball. All that's brought up. You're not going to do it you're not going to do it in football. You're not going to do it in basketball. You're not going to do it in baseball. You're not going to do it in any of the major sports. So to try to go to a secondary sport like boxing and think you can slide your way through there, you think they're blind? They'll be like, no, we don't believe in competition. They don't believe in competition. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about them. I'm talking about the people that have the money in the United States. They don't believe in competition. And I heard I listened to your little dummy when you said, oh, well, there's always competition. Yeah, there's minimal, ineffectual, crappy competition that they don't care about, that they may let go on for just the sake of making it look like there's some competition. But that's it. Eddie Hearn is not done in the sense that he will never sign a fighter, that he will never be able to hold a fight card or anything like that. But he's going to be Kathy Duva. He's going to be Kathy Duva. He might be Kathy Duva level. Maybe. If he steps up his game, he'll be Kathy Duva level. He'll be main events level. He might be Goose and boxing level. But the fundamental reason why the PBC is successful is because the model of the promoter in the United States has changed, not just from the fighter wanting to be independent, but primarily because the networks themselves operate as if they're promoters. Showtime is the promoter. People that act like Deontay Wilder doesn't have a promoter. He doesn't have a promoter. Yes, he does. His promoter is CBS Sports, who owns Showtime, who put commercials up who put commercials up that you might see after this, heading up to this next fight. If you watch this video, I wouldn't be surprised on Friday if you didn't see a commercial for Showtime advertising Garcia versus Porter on this channel. That's who the promoter is. It's not like Errol Spence Jr. doesn't have commercials. He has commercials on Showtime. If he went on Fox Sports on Fox or FS1, they would run commercials on him because Fox is paying the licensing fees, and Fox is the ones that are going to put the commercials on. They're the promoters. They are promoting. They're not the site promoter, right? They're not the one that is going to maybe negotiate the venue, but even then, that line is getting fuzzy. If you look at the partnership between the Premier Boxing Champions, Brooklyn Boxing, and Showtime, where they have all these fights going on over in the Barclays on the Barclays Center, and they got some other gyms or other little arenas in Brooklyn that they're starting to open if they haven't already opened them. You're not catching that part of it. You're dummy. You're just so caught up on a black dude, in my opinion. This Eddie Hearn outsmarting Al Haymon. But yet, every time he does something, and I'm going to tell you, it's going to keep happening. And it's not even about, it doesn't even have to be about Deontay Wilder or Errol Spence Jr. They have the guys who are in the gym. They know where these fighters are coming from. They already know who the next fighters are going to be out of out of Detroit and out of Philadelphia and out of Houston and out of Dallas because we're in the United States. So you can keep talking about how you know what people can do in America. You ain't never been here. Don't know anything about it. You can make your little insults about, oh, God, I would never have somebody, the lawyer that said, represent me. Dude, I wouldn't want to represent you, dummy. And the reason I wouldn't want to represent you is because you don't listen. You don't take advice well. I'm telling you, Eddie Hearn is getting ravaged in the United States. You want to argue with me? Hey, man, you can say, all you do is get Anthony Joshua videos and you get numbers when you meant Anthony Joshua because people are interested in knowing who this coward is. What is going on with this dude now? The dude that dropped $80 million and they're railing on him. Deuce, man, instead of looking at the channels that do these videos, maybe you should think, man, God, why are all these people interested in this topic? Why is everybody over there, most people over there, most channels over there, they either don't care about Anthony Joshua at all, or they're ripping into him. There's a few little exceptions of cats who some cats that are trying to get a little, they're trying to play the game a little bit, but they know. The vast majority of people ain't trying to hear it, man. But anyway, the reason why I made this video was, look, man, I hear what you guys are talking about. I heard what you said, dude. And I know you listen to my videos, and I'm going to make a nice little title here. So I'll make sure you watch this one. You lost. Sit down, shut up, find another subject, because it's over. And I mean it. It's over. It was probably over before it started. And it's not because of just Al Haymon. There is a turf war going on. A turf war. And that turf war is DAZN and Sky Sports 2. Sky Sports 2, I wouldn't be surprised if Sky Sports somehow wasn't invested in DAZN. But whatever it is, DAZN trying to come over to the United States and get a foothold into the sports arena, professional sports arena in the United States, using boxing as a way to walk in the door. And Eddie Hearn tried to come over here publicly trying to steal people away from CBS by waving a few dollars in their face. But you didn't believe it when they laughed at him. And you say what you want about Adrian Bronner, but Adrian Bronner laughed at him. Mikey Garcia ain't trying to hear it, man. They didn't even waste their time talking to Mikey Garcia. They didn't waste their time talking to Danny Garcia. Errol Spence won't even meet with him. Deontay Wilder didn't only just laugh at him, he embarrassed him by offering a guy who's never made more than $2 million in a fight, by him making a $50 million offer to Anthony Joshua and slapping him upside the head. Boop, you ain't got no money, man. The people that support me have the money. But you think that Eddie Hearn is going to survive that, man, in any real way? Come on, man. It's not going to happen. And it's not going to happen because it hasn't happened yet. DAZN, when did they start this talking about making big announcements, this $1 billion deal and all this? When was it? May? Man, it's September now. That was before the summer started. They were supposed to make some big announcement coming in June, big announcement coming in July, big announcement coming in August. When's the big announcements, man? The best so far they have is Demetrius Andrade, Gabriel Rosado, and that's it. Come on, man. Just fess up that you lost. Anyway, I'm out. And stop being a sore loser, man. Just change the subject. Go on to something else. Talk about Isaac Dog Bay or something, man. And I'm out. Peace.